Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Kashi, and today we will talk about the behaviors that originate from inside the head. Our brain is constantly at work in conscious or subconscious level. The head The head is not only the head, it has the hair, the forehead, eyes, eyebrows, nose, ears, lips, and chin. All communicates in their own ways, from our general health to emotional distress. Now, we all the first thing we all human learn is to say no. When we were all babies, think back of a time uh, when a mother is feeding her baby. When the baby is had enough food, the baby turn its mouth aside from the spoon or the milk bottle to communicate that I had it enough, I don't want it anymore. No. So the easiest thing for the human is to say no instead of saying yes. The important thing is the actions and the gestures I'm going to teach you. Uh, the first thing we have to look for the context, the circumstances under which the action has been occurred. Okay, we cannot take a single uh, gesture to predict something. Like for example, if someone is folding his arms, and we cannot make an assumption that the person is feeling defensive. No, it might be cold, or the person might be hugging himself. Okay, now scratching the head, we cannot take it we cannot assume it as certain uncertainty or doubt. Maybe the person might be having dandruff or something. So the context is important. Let's start with the hair. Our hair conveys so much of when it comes to non-verbal communication. Healthy hair is something we all human look for. Uh, Even in our subconscious level, hair that is unkept, dirty, or uncared may mean poor health or mental illness. Okay, hair attracts, repels, um, shocks, and entice. People tend to follow both the cultural norms and the current trends with their hairs. Now, if they ignore the societal standards, uh, they stands out. Playing with hair, palms in, like twirling, twisting, or stroking. It is a pacifying behavior. It is more done by women, and it might indicate a good mood while reading or relaxing, and or stress while waiting for an interview. So note the palm of the hand facing towards the head is more likely to be a pacifying behavior. Now, what is pacifying behavior? Pacifying is the behavior that suits us psychologically when we feel stress, anxiety, or uneasy. The word pacifying is coined by the most famous FBI officer Joe Navarro. Playing with the hair palms out. It is also done more by women, where the palm of the hand facing out. It is a sign of comfort and a sign of that they are confident. Now, um, uh, we usually expose the underside of our wrist to others when we are comfortable or at ease. Now, this is often seen in dating scenarios where a woman is speaking to someone to whom they are interested. Running fingers through the hair. It is done only by men when they feel uneasy, stressed. Ventilating hair. This gesture is done by only by women. Now, ventilating hair is done like the you will we will see most often woman does from the back of from the back of their neck to release heat from the back. So it is done because of the high stress, and it is a powerful pacifying behavior. Hair touching or pulling is common when we are trying to attract the attention of the potential partner. Head nod. Mm, when we agree to something, we nod our head, and when we disagree to something, we do our head side by side. So think back of a time when someone had told you something like, mm, yeah, you are a very good person and I really respect you. See, um, the word and the actions are not matching. These are called contradictory signals. The word and the action doesn't match to each other. Head patting or head patting or rubbing back of the neck. when uh, when we feel uneasy or mentally conflicted, we do this often, like patting the back of the head or maybe rubbing on the back of the neck, which is known as the pain in the neck. Head tilt. Tilting the head to the side is a submission signal. Because it exposes the neck and the throat to makes less threatening. Now, it is a gesture used by animal as well as human. Now, dogs tilt their head to the side when they are interested in something. Head down. It simply means that we are uh, covering the vulnerable part of our body, like the neck. So when it occurs, it signals that a negative, judgmental, or aggressive attitude exists. Head shrug. Raising the shoulder and putting the head between them uh, lets a person protect the vulnerable part, the neck and the throat, from being injury. Now, it is also happens when a person hears a loud bang behind them, and or if they think something might fall on them. Head scratching. Now, head scratching, it is this way or might be this way. Okay, the head scratching soothes us when we have doubt, when we feel frustrated, stressed, or concerned. So very rapid head scratch indicates high level of stress and concern. The three rules for accurate reading is: read gesture in cluster. Like as I said, we cannot take one gesture and predict something. Like we need at least more than two gestures for accurate reading. Like if the person is folding his arms, it doesn't mean that he is feeling defensive. It means like the person is hugging himself, and it might be a cold. Okay, so if a person talking to you folding his arms and leaning back while talking to you, it means something is there. The person is not interested talking to you. Now, uh, the second rule is look for congruence. As I said, uh, if a person is saying like, I really appreciate what you are saying, it means he really appreciates. And but if a person says, I really appreciate what you are saying, so see, the congruence is not, it is incongruence. So the words and the action is not matching. And the third rule is read cluster in context. Like cluster, as I said, if a person is folding his arms, it might be feeling cold, whether it is a cold situation. um, it might be something like, if someone is scratching his head, it doesn't mean that he is concerned or have doubt. Might be it can be the itching can be by dandruff or something like. We need context, so we have to look the context, the circumstances under which the action has been occurred. To be a good observer of your environment is to see things but learn to observe. It will help you to separate fact from the fiction and reality from the fantasy. So that's it for today. See you soon in our next episode. Till then, take care and have a great days ahead.